We're live from Soho, New York City, down on the Bowery somewhere. Okay, spin this one round. Spin the camera. Righty ho. So this one is going to be one of my rants. Not really. In the cool. In the 90s, I was in my mid to late 20s in Europe, and I got a phone call to be in Canada within 48 hours, start a business. So I dumped everything I owned at 10 cents on the dollar, left, showed up with 2 bags, round the world, 2 minutes notice, 2 bags, boom, done, out of there. And, oh, hang on, is this a dead end? Never mind, doesn't matter if it is. And, yep, dead end. I got there to get in an industry I knew nothing about. The industry was the long distance phone industry. And, long story short, I was told with a partner, did X amount of business, and we'd earn 10,000 a week each. That's 10,000 a week each. Didn't believe it. My partner backed out. I was left doing everything. First week I earned $20. Didn't give a shit. I was learning. The 8th week. Hang on. Oh yeah, there's people. It's interactive. The 8th week, I earned $28,739 for the week. That's $28,739 for the week, which is fucking insane. And I spent it like a fucking insane guy. But that's fine. I used to buy stupid shit like this, which is exactly what I did on the 8th week. I bought a black Porsche 928. So anyway, that's by the by. But I basically, out of a small town, Hamilton, Ontario, took on everyone, not me, but I led it, took on everyone and beat the entire company that were all in big cities and one thing or another. Because someone laughed at me and said it couldn't be done, so I fucking did it. So I kind of became, I won't say the golden boy, because I've always been the black sheep, but I kind of became the benchmark, the guy to beat. I got my working week down to about, I want to say maybe about 8 hours a week. And every Friday I would drive in the Porsche from Hamilton to Toronto, which is, I think it's supposed to be about 2 hours drive. I'd do it in about an hour.
Get out of the bike lane.
No, is there not enough room on the bike lane?
What's that?
Is there not enough room on the bike lane?
It's not for pedestrians.
It's not for pedestrians.
You got bikers coming the other
What?
way. You never
Yeah,
know
couldn't you
what's
get through?
So,
Get the fuck out of here. There's no room on the fucking sidewalk.
okay, I'll hit you next time.
Okay, hit me next time. That'll end really well.
I will.
Good for you. Enjoy your day. So, welcome to New York. Yeah, fuck you. And so what happened is one Monday, and I never really dressed for business. I show up in, that was unexpected, I show up in the Toronto office, and as usual I've got like a gym vest on, an old pair of ripped jeans, pair of biker boots, and I sneak in the back, and the guy that's doing the meeting, who's already made millions out of this, is doing this meeting. He's, you know, immaculate. He's got the Versace suit and matching tie and the whole thing, very eloquent. And there's about 100 people in this sales meeting, and they're bombarding him with stupid fucking questions. Well, what do I mean? Well, what we were doing back then, it was the early days of the long distance industry. You got 20% off your phone bills. It cost you really nothing to join. To register was $25 that went on your first bill. But the minute you registered with the person that knocked on your door, they gave you $30 a free call. So you're actually $5 ahead to begin with. So it's a no-brainer. And this guy at the front, we'll just call him B, is getting crucified with stupid fucking questions. What if they don't want it? What if they don't make enough calls? What if this? What if that? What if it's the other person that pays the bill? What? And there's 100 people digging deep for reasons not to fucking give it away. So I'm with B's brother, we'll just call him T, at the back of the room. We're not saying anything, we're just watching. He's there all in his nice Versace looking immaculate. I'm at the back of the room looking like I'd just got off a Harley. And I just shouted, B, you gotta let me do this meeting. You gotta let me do this meeting. I've got to take this meeting right now. And he was embarrassed. And I just started walking to the stage. I didn't wait to be invited. I just fucking went for it. And walked to the stage. He was completely embarrassed at this point. Didn't know where to put his face. So he introduced me. Oh, this is Tony. Tony runs our Hamilton office. Obviously, he's on a day off. He's already making excuses for me. I don't give a shit. I'm not out to impress anyone. So I got on stage. I said, B, just go and stand at the side. Pay no attention. So I've got 100 guys there. They kind of know who I am, based on results. But that's it. Based on our office results. Performance-wise, out of maybe, I think we had 40 people in our little office in our little small town, out of maybe 3,000 people across Canada. And we always had 80% of the top 10 people in the country was always out of our little small town office. So we were, no one really, they give excuses, it's because he's in a small town, it's because of this, it's because of that. No, it's nothing to do with that. Nothing at all to do with that. It's to do with expectation. It's to do with benchmarks. It's to do with mindset. So, no jaywalking in New York, just so you know, whatsoever. And I got on stage and I said, listen guys, I'm not working today, but I am going to give you a 1 minute crash course. A 1 minute crash course. If I go over a minute, you're all going to get invoiced, so don't ask me any fucking questions. So they're spellbound and listening. Who's this guy in the gym vest that showed up? Because we're used to the guy in the Versace suits and the immaculate and the nice ties and the polished shoes. But we know about this guy because he gets results. I stood on stage and I will tell you it possibly wasn't even a minute. The exact meeting I did was, guys, I'm stood here at the back of the room listening to you whine and fucking complain. I have never seen or heard so much fucking petty bitching in my fucking life. You've got something that everyone can use, and essentially it's free. Stop finding a fucking reason not to do it and go find a reason to do so. There was deathly silence, and one guy stood up and said, I'm not used to being spoken to like this. I said, fine, fuck off. Because, if you're moderately offended by someone giving you a wake-up call, that's your problem. The rest of them gave me a standing ovation and trying to shake my hand and all that kind of crap. And I said, guys, you haven't got time to do that. Just go to work. Just go to work, buddy. And that was it, and that was the meeting. Out of that, we raised some money to start another company. Hey, Manishma. What's going on, brother? Do you want to be famous? Say hello to the world. Well, it's everyone. It's the whole world's watching you. They said they're looking for a good-looking Israeli guy with a strange hat. Do you know anyone? So, from that, we raised some money. That company, we did so well, we ended up collapsing the company. We got so much businesses, they couldn't keep up with us. We started another one in 1998, went public, did an IPO in 2003, and at its peak was worth, on the stock market, around $3 billion. I'm not naming these companies because I'm not associated with any of them anymore, but guys, 1 minute woke people up. So here, from Finelli Cafe, Soho, here is your fucking wake-up call. Stop finding a reason to fail, find one to make it work. Go to work.